So as much as I love to make these videos, the thing that could happen that we need to make sure doesn't happen with the two of us, because it's sometimes with our schedule is hard to get actually in touch with each other. We can't do videos and never speak to each other live again. We need to make sure we keep some stuff for live speaking. Yeah, I of course had two different things today. I had the one patient who is it's a kid, not a kid, she's like 20, and she comes in with her mother, and they're from another country, like Russia or some weird place like that, and they're both bitches on top of it. They must have a ton of money, and they came in the other day, and the daughter didn't feel well and was acting all weird, and she's at one of these, they were in a car accident, and she's still getting treated 2 years later, and she needed an MRI because she probably needs to just settle her case, but she's trying to get more money. So Ruddy gave her another MRI so he can show there's nothing wrong and finish her case. So she needs to come in for one final visit for her attorney to have a letter that says she's done with treatment. So he sends her for the MRI. She's supposed to come in this afternoon. So her father calls me saying, is like, how can they just go over the MRI results on the phone? Which normally we could. I could give you your MRI results unless you're dying from something, but it's a legal case. So no, you got to come in because what they need is a final letter, and it has to have the findings of the MRI, and it has to have his final physical exam. Well, he can't physically examine you if you're not there. So I tell the father, and he's annoyed. So, okay, bye, whatever. So next thing I know, the mother comes in. The mother comes in with sunglasses and a fucking shield on. Like she looked like she climbed off of a spaceship. And she sounds like she's ready to cough up one of her lungs. So, and she's pissed. And she throws the MRI CD at me now that she's touched with her nastiness. And, is telling me, you have the report, now there's the CD, and you're telling my husband you don't have any of the information. I said, no. What I told your husband was exactly what I just said to you, but I said it in that snarky kind of, I was like, no. I said, what I told your husband was that your attorney called me this morning and said that what he needed was a final letter from Dr. Ruddy showing the results of the MRI and a final physical exam. Did you want me to tell Dr. Ruddy to dictate the letter without a physical exam? Because I can certainly do that. You fucking cunt bitch. Whatever. So she left the thing, and she's like, well, can we come back on Friday? And I'm thinking, well, you can, I guess, because we're going to be open, but I don't really want you to. So I said, let me talk to that. But, you know, was she exposed? Why is she walking around with the fucking shield and her sunglasses on? And where does she even get one of those face shields anyway? Aren't you supposed to not be using shit like that because they need them for the actual medical professionals? So I had her, and then I had another lady that came in that was a nurse case manager who I didn't get exposed, but what she was telling me was about the story about how she was there with a different patient, but she had had a patient prior where she's like, I was out, the doctor that was seeing the patient was out at like the Cleveland Clinic or whatever, and she's like, so I came in the nurse entrance, she goes, and I can see this patient coming towards me, she goes, and they're like all flushed and sweating and coughing and coughing and coughing, she goes, and I'm like, is that my patient? And she goes, and I went up to patient, and I was like, whoa, she goes, you are not coming in here like that, are you? She goes, so at the Cleveland Clinic, because it's a huge facility, they have those wand things. She goes, so they go over, they wand her. She has a temperature of 103. So they were like, absolutely not. You need to go back out that door, go into the designated entrance for the people that need to be tested for COVID-19. So this lady, the nurse case manager, is like, I go to my computer and I send my people an email explaining why we didn't have the visit today because she came in with 103 temperature. She goes, so now for the next 3 hours, we're back and forth. Nobody can find the lady. Did she get tested for COVID-19? She went back to work. So she went to work at the fucking Broward Mall. She's been there for 3 hours working at the mall. So I don't know. They wonder why we're all gonna fucking catch it. And again, I'm probably gonna be fine when I catch it. It's just that, am I then exposing anybody else who's not gonna be okay? And why are we doing this if we can keep from having everybody getting it? I don't understand. That lady Barb I work with, her husband is like been on medical disability for 25 years because he's at the end stages of multiple sclerosis, and he has that weird dysphagia thing where he can't swallow either. She's scared to death that he's gonna get it. She's 70 years old. Nydia that I work with, her boyfriend or whatever he is, he's had 2 major open heart surgeries, and the one was very recent. These guys can't be risking catching this. And it's like, I don't know, the doctors are just fucking clueless. I'm like to Dr. Rush, when I got in this morning, I texted him, I'm like, so are we only supposed to see emergencies here, or, and then as I'm typing, he's called in the back line, but then I text him, I go, what about the 10-person rule? Is that only 10 people in the waiting room or in the whole office? Because there's 5 of us that work here, so that means there can only be 5 other people here and here at a time. So he calls me. So he's like, I don't know. And he's like, I just don't know what you, I'm not being given any direction. I go, by who? He goes, I don't know. He goes, by whoever would direct you. I go, what, direct you on how to run your own business? I said, well, I don't know what kind of direction you need. I said, but I know the President of the United States, whether we liked him or not. He was on TV yesterday, and he clearly said that we're supposed to cancel all non-emergency medical appointments, including your dentist. I said, so I don't know how much clearer he needs to make it. So he's like, yeah. He goes, I guess we just need to wait. I go, and wait and see what the hospital did, which is what you said yesterday. I said, and they're not going to ever do anything because the only thing they're concerned about is their profit. I said, so I guess this conversation's over with. And I hung up on him. So then later on, he texted me and he's like, I'm going to be in the office tomorrow so I can go over some paperwork. Maybe we can discuss this further. Did you need me to bring you a bottle of wine? So I don't know. I didn't even reply to him. So apparently I'm working tomorrow. So, but then Ruddy just said at the end of the day, they're such fucking jackasses. He's like, Ray, can you come here? Can you come here? So I go, and he's like, they're not going to clean the office tonight, are they? I'm like, I don't know. I said, I think she comes on Tuesday and Friday. Why? And he's like, because they're making me stay and have this conference call today because the hospital's thinking about canceling all their non-emergency cases. Fucking finally! So I wonder if the hospital does, if they'll finally let us cancel our patients and fucking stay home. But I was like, I'm not surprised. I said, I think that's what they've been, pushing for. And as I turned around to walk away, he goes, yeah, we're all going to be living out in the streets. So sorry that this is going to, interrupt your finances. And again, will it really? Probably the fucking people that it'll affect are the ones that are having to go to work every fucking day when they should be home protecting themselves and their fucking family. Oh, sorry, the cleaning lady's texting me right now. And I texted her right away. I said, I'm only asking if you're going to go in there tonight because Ruddy's going to be there. And I don't want you to have to deal with him because she knows what he's like and she'll appreciate that I tried to save her from that. Anyway, that's my coronavirus update for right now. I'm going to upload the video to our YouTube channel. And then I'll be home. Call me, text me back, send me a video, whatever you want.